Chapter 3. It was a 17-year-old boy. He had died from choking on a pastry. As death moved through the crowd surrounding him, he breathed his last breath, or to be accurate, he tried to. Death reached him and reached out to his soul. He helped him stand up. The boy, his soul, was still processing what had happened, and then he saw this big, bulky guy with a big mustache, long hair tied up in a bun, wearing black, and a gadha in his hand. A gadha is an ancient Indian weapon and a big part of Hindu mythology. What is this? Am I dead? Are you Yamraj? Now, according to Hindu belief, Yamraj is the god of death. He is the ruler of the underworld. Death didn't reply. He helped the boy up and took him out of the crowd. This is it. So many calamities occurring around the world, and I died from choking, that too by a piece of cake. I can't believe this. This is a joke, right? It's all a setup, right? That's not really my body, right? But death was silent as always. I'm just 17. This is no age to die. And what about my parents? And he kept talking, expressing his pain and anger, but death seemed as if he didn't hear anything at all. He just looked straight, completely expressionless, like he had been the last 200 years. He was thinking about his big step and the various possible consequences of his decision. Will I be thrown away to the hell? Maybe God will send an angel. What will I say? Should I do this? He was having doubts, but the boy's constant words made him finalize his decision. No, I have to do this. Look at him. He too is doing the same thing. Now that he had made up his mind, he tried to be calm and pretend as if the boy was not there at all. He was successful for a moment, but the boy's constant words penetrated his ears, and he thought, should I shout at him? Or maybe an intense look? And suddenly a thought hit him. Maybe I should talk to him. Maybe I should ask him what he has learned from his death. Does he thinks if there is a purpose to death? In general, he sure doesn't like it, but maybe he learned something from it. How should I ask him? Should I smile? No, that doesn't seem right. Maybe I should tell him to shut up first. And then, still in his thoughts, he said one of the questions out loud. What did you learn from your death? What? Asked the boy, as he stopped his complaints and turned towards the giant of a man. He reprocessed the information that he had forgotten. Standing beside him was Yamraj, the god of death, the ruler of the underworld, someone he only had heard about in stories and whom he was scared of. He had realized that there was a chance he might have pissed the lord of the underworld. So he silenced himself and dialed down his expressions from angrily sad to humbly obedient. What did you say, sir? He asked in a soft tone. What did you learn from your death? Asked Death in a calm yet commanding voice. Hearing the question, the boy thought, is this a test? What did I learn from my death? What did I learn? He thought and thought. The journey was about to reach its end, and Death didn't expect any answer. He was happy with the silence, as it was so rare in his line of work. But a few moments before they reached the Hall of Justice, the boy said in the same soft tone. I have learned that death can come to anyone and that one should always be ready. I used to think that only old people die. I was arrogant. I was headstrong and thought of old people as useless. But I guess I was the useless one. So I would say death has made me realize that life is short and one should value life and enjoy each moment of it because you never know when you die. All it takes is a piece of cake. As the boy finished his words, he reached the entrance of the Hall of Justice, where the guardian of the gate was waiting for him. So, sir, did I pass? Asked the boy. But Death didn't reply and turned to earth for the next pickup, while the boy was taken inside by the guardian.